Let me explain why I believe that the BMI indicator, body mass index indicator, is a load of bullshit. Now, I'm 58, I'm 175 centimeters tall, and I weigh 95 kilos. Now, actually, I'm about 93. I've lost a couple of kilos. Even so, doesn't matter. You put those figures into a BMI calculator, and that will tell you that I am obese. And my apparent ideal weight is 75 kilos. I can tell you now, if I was 75 kilos, I would have a lot of health issues. A lot of health issues. I would be malnourished, I would be underweight, and I would get sickness a lot more. And I will get back to that point in a minute. Now, as a comparison, what I'd like you to do, if you don't know who Alex Hormosi is, and a lot of you may not know who Alex Hormosi is, but Alex Hormosi is a entrepreneur above all other things. He is mid-30s, roughly. He's a multi-millionaire, and he is what I'll respectfully refer to as a gym junkie. He has built and owned and sold gyms across America and possibly the world, for all I know. As well as done a whole heap of other things in business as well. Now, if you don't know who Alex Hormosi is, go and look him up. He is a giant of a man. He is just muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle. And his body fat would be somewhere, I would think, south of about 12%, which is very lean. And you'll see when you see him. Like, Alex Hormosi is very, very lean. Now, Alex Hormosi weighs slightly less than I do at about 89 kilos, somewhere around the high 80s anyway. And for his height, same height as me, his body mass index comes in at 28.4 when you punch his numbers into the BMI calculator. Now, 28.4 is just under obese. It is grossly overweight. Not quite up to obese where I'm at. And I can assure you I'm not obese, but by going on the BMI calculator, I'm obese, and Alex Hormosi is grossly overweight. Now, if you go and look at Alex Hormosi, I can assure you he's not grossly overweight. He is as lean and as ripped, and he's got muscle on top of muscle, and he weighs what he weighs, which means the BMI indicator is a load of bullshit. And it is there to get you to think that you are overweight or obese, and that you need to lose weight. And then you go to all lengths, including getting medication from the doctor to drop your weight. Now, things like Ozempic have come on the market lately, and Ozempic causes you, it does a very good job of making you lose weight. But what you don't understand is you're not necessarily losing fat. You're actually losing muscle. The most critical thing you need for your health is muscle. Skeletal muscle, and Ozempic kills it. It actually it depletes your ability to build muscle. The other thing it does, and there are 1,900, just this is America alone, 1,900 lawsuits against Ozempic at the moment from people who have lost their eyesight. They're blind from being on Ozempic, and I'm not sure if any of them gone through the courts yet, so I won't sort of go into that at the moment because it's probably not relevant anyway. But my point is this. The medical industry has made up a number of what everybody should be. Your BMI should be this. Now, I've been told by numerous doctors that I should be about the 75 to 77 kilo range because of my age and my height and my weight. It's a load of bullshit. It's absolute crap. Have I got some kilos that I could lose? Absolutely. No dramas at all. But that poses a whole nother conversation, a whole nother set of circumstances that need to be considered, including how your brain will not allow you to lose weight. It doesn't like it. Your brain drives your weight. Now, whatever weight you are, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It is freaking irrelevant. The objective of this video is to get you to understand that it's about health. It's not about weight. Whether I've got a fucking six-pack or not is irrelevant to my health. It doesn't matter. As long as I can hit a set range of VO2 max, and a set range of, let's just say, just to keep it simple, pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. As long as I can hit a set range of that at my age, I'm healthy. I've got strong joints. They don't creak and they don't crack and they don't ache and they're not sore when I get out of bed in the morning and I've just turned 58, all that sort of thing. All right. Now, here's another thing you need to understand as you age, because when you're younger, your metabolic structure and your metabolism is a lot faster. And so therefore you burn fat quicker, right? You burn through fuel quicker. As you age, your metabolism slows down, which means your insulin resistance actually goes up. And insulin resistance is what drives belly fat in men and possibly in women. I can't speak to that one, but it definitely drives fat storage, right? So as you age, because your metabolism's slowing down and because your insulin resistance is going up, those two factors alone are going to cause you to carry excess body fat. Now, it doesn't matter how often I go to the gym. It doesn't matter how often I run or swim or jog or ride a bike or row a rowing machine, whatever it happens to be. That will increase my skeletal muscle and my VO2 max, but it will not make me lose weight. The place I lose weight is in the kitchen. Now, I eat I'm going to say I eat an 80-20 diet, right? 80% of it is good food and 20% of it is crap. Now, when I say crap, it's not McDonald's crap. It's not processed shit from the middle aisles of the supermarket. My biggest problem is biscuits. I love biscuits. And I'll have a coffee and a biscuit around midday, right? Or I'll have a coffee and a biscuit after dinner. But that's the 20%. The rest of the time, I'm eating high protein, high vegetables, high fruits, and high fats, and moderate to low carbs, right? Which is probably healthy for where I want to be. I can assure you, I do not want to be 75 kilos. I would be on so many drugs to keep me healthy because I would be sick all the time, right? My gut microbiome at 75 kilos is going to try and literally kill me. So it's not going to work. So my point is stop listening to the bullshit and the hype and all these people are like, oh, you got to do this and you've got to do this way. Fuck off. Do your own research. I'm not saying to listen to me, but what I am saying is listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Listen to what it's telling you and do your own research. I'm very passionate about health and fitness, particularly as you age. And my two main contributing factors to being the way that I am is due to my family having type 2 diabetes and dementia issues on certainly my mother's side. And I don't want to go down that track. I see the problems that they have and I know exactly where their problems have come from. So part of it, look, it's another story. I'm not going to get into it now. What I'm saying is BMI is bullshit. BMI is absolute bullshit. Do not go by BMI because it will literally do your head in. It's totally wrong. For certainly, you're going to fit into BMI more. You're going to hit the markers more the younger you are. The older you are, you're not going to hit it. But it doesn't mean you're unhealthy. If you're eating good quality whole foods, and you're exercising regularly, and you're lifting weights, or you're playing a sport, then you're probably healthy and you're probably carrying a little bit of extra weight. But does that matter? No, it doesn't. And does it matter that you can't do 20 chin-ups or 50 squats? No, it doesn't. Stop buying into the bullshit and comparing yourself to people who are 20 years younger than you or have been doing exercise for the last 20 or 30 years and look ripped as fuck. Of course they do. They've been doing it for 20 or 30 years. And if you're just coming onto the program now and wanting to get healthier and fitter, and you're a bit overweight or you're massively obese or whatever it happens to be, you're in for a hard road, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. So here's my thing. Stop buying into the bullshit. Just change your diet. Look at what can help you. Find someone who can help you. Whether it's me or anybody else, it doesn't really matter. As long as you and them gel together you understand what they're saying, and what they're saying works for you, right? Whether it's me or anybody else, it doesn't matter, right? Don't be paying people. For God's sakes, don't go to psychiatrists and psychologists and doctors, because they're just going to put you on drugs, and that's not going to help you at all. In fact, it's going to worsen where you're at the moment, because any pharmaceutical drug that you take affects your gut, and if it affects your gut, then it affects the way your gut operates. Therefore, that affects your digestion and a whole myriad of other things. So do not start by going to a doctor and asking them for health advice, because they're the fucking last people that know about it. Yes, I'm very passionate about it, and I can assure you I've done my own research on this. I don't talk to doctors, and I don't talk to any of that sort of stuff. There is enough information on the internet right now to make up your own mind. There is enough proof to make up your own mind, and there is enough qualified people on the internet at the moment saying exactly what I'm saying. I'm not making this up. There are enough other people who have all the science to prove that what I'm saying is correct. What I'm saying is correct. And I'm not about being right. I couldn't give a shit about being right. What I do give a shit about is your health. Your health is why I do what I do. Because most of the time, your health is being driven by people who are driven by profits. And I'm not about that. My number one focus is getting you healthy. And if that means doing more of these videos or connecting with you on a Zoom call to help you or answer a question, then that's what I'll do. I'm not driven by profits. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I'm done with the system that the government have pushed on us, the education department have pushed on us, the medical industry have pushed on us, the pharmaceutical companies have pushed on us. All this shit's been shoved down our throats for too long. And it's time to stop. It's time to just stop and go, whoa, back the truck up a little bit. Let's make our own decisions based on how we feel on the day. And if you don't feel good, then unfortunately the system has put you in that position, and you need to escape from the system and work out a better way of looking after your own health. Because the system is designed to get whatever they can out of you. And if you haven't worked that out by now, there's probably no point watching this video or listening to me. Because I am anti-system 100% of the way, which is why this video is entitled BMI is Bullshit. Hopefully you got something out of it. Have a great day.